Right, it wasn't anything urgent. It was just my buddy's girlfriend looking for him, and he's not over here, so that's all that was. Alright, so we're going to shim this thing, which we've already done, and get all my goodies. I wasn't really expecting this thing to be able to pick it, because I have been beefing these things up too well. A little too well, if you can't pick it. Alright, we got that thing shimmed, and I got a key, so let me turn the thing around to... I don't know if it's going to let me. Oh yeah, that's right, this thing's got that stupid cord limiter. And I just dropped a bunch of stuff in there. Alright, so I don't even think we need a stupid key in here. Sorry about this. This should be simple, but it's not. Oh, number one key pin fell. I could see, I have to semi-pick this thing just to get it completely shimmed again. Get up there. All the way in there, follower. There you go, that's better. Right, now we can do this. See, I was used to the American cord. If you see that hump there, you always want to turn it, you know, so it's underneath the Bible. But this thing, because it's got that, I took the cord limiter thing out, but it still doesn't want to turn anti-clockwise. And we got something seizing us up in here, which is strange. Well, if you can't rotate the core 90 degrees, then you know somebody has fallen into it. Somehow somebody has fallen. Oh, see, it's rotating. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't know why it doesn't want to come out. I've got that stupid little core holder thing out of it. Oh, I just needed to force it. Call it names. Oh, and I'm on those stupid... this is that super duper gutted core. Alright. Let's put that shim back. That was too big, isn't it? No, it'll make it. There we go. Right. So let's sit this down here. And let's get to the goodies that I did here. Alright, so I threaded every chamber except for number one. So let's drop the pins out. Let's see what we got. Uh-oh, there's the little ball bearing. So when I dropped out pin 4, a ball bearing came through. So that proves what I thought happened did happen. I severed one of those chain pieces. So that would make an interesting pick. I'll have to put that back in there and include. I'll get you out of. Well, you can stay in slot 5 if you want. Come out of there. There. Right now. Let me get the key pins arranged. 1 has got 2 serrations on it. 3 has got 2 serrations on it. 4 has got part of that chain ball, which I thought happened. I could tell what was going on when I was picking it, you know, because that chain got hung up in the. It got hung up in the core, and it was dangling there, and one of these was hanging down, and that's all. This pin was all this was left. This chamber, pin 4, was all that needed to be picked, and this was hanging down in there with the key pin, and it wouldn't go up, and it had given it a false set, and so I, just basically forced it, broke it. It didn't do any harm, but it was really a strange feeling to get that in there. All right, so let's look at the goodies that I put up in here. I'll pull the shim back. We don't want to go too crazy, too fast, or too wild. I'm trying to do this kind of where you guys can see it and I can see it. Alright. So, what I used was a key pin as the serrated guy. So, it's like a standard driver, but serrated. And the core is threaded throughout, by the way, on this. Get this thing to focus. Right, so that was pin number 1. Pin number 2 is another one of those, and I did notice a lot more crunches. Another one of those key pins that I use as a driver for 2 serrations. And then here he comes. Here comes this little focus, will you please? Focus. There we go. Look at this little ball bearing, bink, part of the chain. I broke him off. Remember, that one's complete. The little 2 balls. See, I thought what had happened was I'd gotten. Let me put him over there. Pin 2. Here's another one. It must have been pin 4 that I did. Yeah, see, he's barely coming up over the shear line because he didn't have any weight without that other ball there. It didn't fall out. And then with a spring, all the springs were just the standard springs that came with the padlock. Get the little ball bearing to fall out. There we go. I had 2 springs in there. Oh, that was from another chamber. I was going to say, what? How do they have 2 springs in there? Get everybody to straighten out. Alright. So that's that. And the last pin is another serrated. So I'm going to move the camera up so you can see all this. And see what happened. Alright. So I used just American driver pins with serrations. In pin 1, I put one like this, and then I had it inverted as a driver up there to give me 2 serrations each way. And with the threading in the core and everything, believe me, it was getting hung up. Same thing on this guy. This one was so small that you really couldn't put anything on him, any serrations or anything, and that's just a stock pin. This one has 2 serrations, the standard unimer, and then the little ball. This one actually stayed together. All right, pin 4 is where the last one to be picked, and maybe not. Maybe he had fallen down in there, but anyways, when I broke this one fell down into the key pin chamber. That one stayed up there. So this one really doesn't belong here. But that's how he came out of the core. So put him back up there, and I can just throw another one of those in there. I wanted to see how those picked, and boy, that was interesting. You're definitely going to see that from me in challenge locks and stuff because it was fun to do. And then here's our standard driver in 5. So there you go. I'm sorry it took so long. And I had to edit it and all this other stuff, but I wish I would have included the picking in it, but I really didn't think I was going to be able to get it open because it had been so much of a pain in the butt. But that's one way if you've got a padlock that's kicking your ass and has a removable core, and it's got a lot of slop in it. You won't find that on, something like a really nice Avis with the best core. You won't find it like that, slop like that, and the El Cheapo locks that you run into, you can. So there's the Centurion gut after my little beef ups mods, and let me show you the you can see every chamber in there except for I think I left I left the last two chambers. I think I attempted counter milling in that one, but maybe not. This might be the glare. We've still got something in there. Oh, that's a spring. One spring is still hiding in there. So that's what I did to the Bible and the core. I just basically, let me see if I can get this guy focus on my hand. I just threaded those last 4 chambers, and I want to leave pin 1 smooth just in case I screwed up on tapping and threading, and to give tight. It's already a sloppy core, but try to keep the dimensions somewhat tight. So there you go. I hope everyone enjoyed my little what my little nemesis has done to me. But I did pick it open, not in the padlock, but I picked it open.